Good evening. Welcome to the press conference after the Tottenham Hotspur Ajax match. We are here for an analysis, and of course there's also a chance to ask questions, and afterwards the coach for Hotspurs will be coming up. Erik? Yes, thank you very much. I think it was an amazing evening, an amazing result, of course. And I think in the beginning Ajax was very strong. We were immediately full into the game. I think in the first few minutes, at least the first phase of the match, we were completely dominating the game. We made a fantastic goal as well. And then after that phase, Tottenham kind of changes the system, switches to a different gear, was playing much more directly. That caused a few more problems for us. I don't think really we were anticipating that. And in the half-time, maybe we must have indicated that, but I think we should have been better on the ball. I think in the second half, we certainly had a lot less ball possession. But what was very good of the team is that they fought really hard, that they really fought for everything. I think they did really well. But of course, Tottenham had opportunities as well. Alderweireld, I think, was one of them that was very close by all the time. But I think in the second half, what we could have done better is to be closer to the ball, should have kept more possession of the ball, had more switching of the ball from player to player, maybe playing a bit calmer as well. And I think that creates opportunities. And, because once you do that, I think you would have created 2-3 opportunities. And then, of course, with, for instance, Neres, that he didn't score that was such a pity. Nevertheless, winning 1-0 in Tottenham is an amazing result and also a very good starting point that we can continue with. But we have to learn lessons from this match. We know that we can do a lot better next week to really just finish it. That's what we're going for. Thank you. Here, questions? Joep, Erik, what will you learn from today for next week? Well, we need to just be on the ball a lot more. We need to keep the ball in our team longer, especially in the second half. In that phase, the opponent, when they're being more opportunistic or being more direct, there's spaces are created, and we could have done that better in our game. But you never know. Of course, that's what you can expect from Spurs. They can play in many different positions. I don't know what it will look like next week, but they will definitely have learned some lessons from this week. But don't you have to make sure that you don't get too many duels against these Spurs players? Well, if you have the ball in your possession longer, then that's not such a problem. So that can be improved, you would say? Well, the first half, in the first phase, we showed that. We showed how you should do it. And I think we did a very good job then. So it's almost as if when you're playing Juventus or Madrid or Munich, it almost seems like the opponent seems weak against you. Is that a quality of Ajax? That you make it seem that the opponent is having a bad night? Well, you'll have to ask my colleague in a minute, but we play our game. I said it yesterday as well. We have to work with our own strengths. I think we did that. That causes problems for the opponent, and that's why we do it. And then finally, the return match in 8 days' time, it's not done yet, is it? You're not sitting here with a big smile, are you? Even though you've won 1-0. Well, I think it's an excellent result for us. We won the game. We are satisfied. We have a very good starting point, but we're only halfway through. Yeah, that's correct. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Milan? Erik, what does this tell us about the development of Ajax? That in this press conference we're talking about as many negative points that need to be improved as positive things, even though this is the semi-final of the of the Champions League. Sorry. So, well, this is criticism at a very high level. I understand that. But if you want to get to the final, if you want to achieve that, then you have to improve. And of course we want to do that. Every day we want to be better. That is what the team stands for. That's the motto of our team. Nevertheless, if we look back, of course, it's an amazing result that we've given you, the very good performance. Yes, but so for this match, you have now one goal. What does that tell you about the defense of Ajax today? Well, that we are good at defense as well, because we can play football in different styles. We can defend really well. We have a lot of good headers. I think we saw that an excellent play in the whole match. So the grandsons of Cruyff, they can football a good game, but they can also fight. Yes, of course. We have a team that works together really well. They can fight together really well. And I think that is they are very resilient. So did everybody come out fine for the next couple of days? As far as I know, they did, yes. In the Dutch corner, any other questions? Here in the front, Valentijn. Yes, Erik, congratulations. At a certain point, you put Mazraoui on the pitch. Was that because you wanted more ball possession, or do you think it had been too much? Well, of course, for Mazraoui, he's very athletic. He's technically very strong. He can run really well, and I think you can see that as well if we look back. You need to kind of play him with defending Erik. And secondly, of course, you want to develop a number of impulses, a number of attacks. And I think he definitely had a major role to play there. Any other questions, Valentijn? The switch of Vertongen and Sissoko, did that cause any problems for you? Did Sissoko maybe make it more of a fight? No, I don't think so. I just thought we were doing a good job. We knew that they can play in different styles, different systems. We'd already seen that before. We didn't have the right ball possession, I think. And it was easy for them to put pressure on us. And that's why it was just less easy for us in the midfield to have our strength. And so it meant we played sort of less from side to side, which meant we lost the ball very quickly. And that, of course, gave them more opportunities, meant they could transport the ball, get them more in the front, be more opportunistic. And of course, that caused more fights. But still, I think we did a good job. Yeah. That corner over there? Yeah.
We felt today that your team was playing a bit in a less brilliant way that we were used to on these last matches, but with a bigger fighting spirit. Are you proud of your boys?
Ja, ik ben.
Yes, I am satisfied. I'm satisfied with their attitude, with their spirit, their fighting spirit, with their resilience that we have in the team. I think that's excellent. The fact that we maybe were playing less good football, maybe in the first phase we definitely did. We definitely did fight. We did certainly put up a good defence. We did that together. And everybody was able to win their own duels or as much as possible. So we can play in different styles, and I am satisfied with that.
And to control the game, having the ball and create opportunities. We've seen in the first half that all the positions of your players were in the defensive line of Tottenham, putting the pressure there. But they lost that situation in the second half. They lost that pressure in the starting of the plays for Tottenham. Why was that?
I think. Ik doe het in Nederlands, hè?
I'm going to go in Dutch. Two things. So first of all, what I've already tried to explain a number of times, we could have had more ball possession, have the ball possession in our team for longer. That's one thing. And secondly, Tottenham, they did react. They did play very directly. They went forward very quickly. You have more that fight for the second pass. And of course, that did completely change the match. Here in the front.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Like you said, Tottenham changed their formation and they changed their style quite radically in the first half. Can you envisage a situation in which Ajax would change their formation so drastically in the middle of a game?
Again, what is your question?
Can you envisage a scenario in which Ajax would change their system and their style so drastically like Tottenham did in the first half?
Ja, we waren erop voorbereid.
Yes, we were certainly prepared for that. that Tottenham would have different systems, different variants. We also knew that we had to anticipate to that. And I think the first system, we did that in an excellent way. And secondly, we had a bit more problems to try and adjust to that. Then a last question here and here.
You seem to be having a conversation with the referee. Did you feel Vertonghen should have been brought off immediately because of concussion?
Nee, dat is niet aan mij.
No, that's not up to me. That's a decision for Tottenham, whether they want to take him off the pitch or not. Yeah, and the last question here, and then we are going to leave you.
In the first sort of 20, 25 minutes, were you disappointed that you only scored one goal in that time? Do you think you should have pressed the advantage home more?
Ja, er had dus meer ingezeten.
Yes, I think we should have had more chances. But if you win 1-0 in the semi-final of the Champions League first leg, then that's an amazing result. And I think the team deserves all the credits. Only we do realize that this is only halfway. We need to up our game to make sure we get into the final. And that's what we're going for. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. And see you next.